I have a pickle splinter, and that's dirt from my pickle, it's a stain. Anyway, I have a pickle splinter, and I can't get it out. When did cucumbers become so fierce? That's what I need to know. I should make note. I have a plethora of help today. Oh, come on, you little cutie. You're coming with me. Ouch, 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 ouch. Why? Why? That's it. I'm cutting you up. Let's go. How do you know if you have picked the perfect pickle? Say that 10 times. Go ahead. Pick the perfect pickle. I can't do it. I can't do it. Either way, we're getting pickly today. Let's go. Hey, y'all. Guess what today is? No, it's not cucumber day. It's pickle day. We're making Grandma Ritz pickles today. And I was going to do it without making a video, but I'm too into slicing, and I have a pickle splinter, and that's dirt from my pickle, it's a stain. Anyway, I have a pickle splinter, and I can't get it out. When did cucumbers become so fierce? That's what I need to know. I'm going to go try to get this purple crap off my hand from Dixie's medicine over the last week so that nobody freaks out and thinks that I have dirty hands. But anyway, how do you get a pickle splinter out? This is still from the dye from Dixie's medicine on her hooves. I promise you, I just scrubbed my hands with soap and water and bleach, and it's still not coming out. And do you see it? It's huge. I've already used the tweezers. It just keeps going deeper. I can get wood splinters out of my own fingers and use tweezers and all the tools, but for whatever reason, I just keep burying this little pickle splinter like it's my job. Anyway, pickles. We're making Grandma Ritz's bread and butter pickles. And the first thing that we have to do is cut up a gallon of cucumbers. And we like to slice them this way. And a cup and a half of onions. So that's what I'm going to work on. And I'm thinking I might need to go get like legitimate gloves to avoid any future freaking pickle splinters, which I've never even heard before. Hank, get off the counter. I'm cooking. No, 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 sir. Nope, get down. See? Nobody freak out. Hank's going to get down. Right now, Hank is... Nope. Look, Hank is getting down. All good. So I remember, look how bumpy my pickles are. Wonder if you can cook bumpless pickle or grow bumpless cucumbers, because I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to have to do. And what's the difference between yellow bumps and white bumps and black bumps? Whatever's in my finger is a black prickly prick. I'm sorry. I'm a horrible person. We have a lot of cucumbers to cut up. I'm not going to make you watch the whole spiel. Also, my favorite knife is that I'm a survivor. So I've had to resort to an alternative knife, and I know that y'all have a favorite knife too. Don't even act like you don't. And you have a favorite burner, because I do too. It's normal. All right, I'm going to work on this. See what I mean by the black bumps? What makes them black? Because I will tell you, they're fierce. Like, they hurt me. This is not like a giant, this is a normal size cucumber. Ow. That's all I will tell you is ow. All right, well, I've got my cucumbers, my onions, and the recipe says pour 1/3 cup of salt over top and then top with ice cubes. I hope Grandma knows what she's doing. I've never actually watched her make these pickles, so I called to make sure that I'm doing it right. She says, now stick that sucker in the fridge for at least 4 hours, but it's better if it's overnight. Well, Grandma, we're going to do our best. Hey, y'all. Welcome back. It's day 2, and we have to make the juice today. Yeah, so I was reading Grandma's recipe, and it says you need 4 quart jars and 1 pint. And suddenly I remembered I have pints. 12 of them. but pints only. So, hoping that they fit, hoping it's still okay. Do what you can. Do what you can with what you have. That's the theme. So, next up, juice. And it starts with vinegar. So, initially, I broke out just my little, like, you know, this pot. And then when I read the recipe further, and Grandma says, you cook all of the juice in here and then you dump all of the cucumbers in, I was like, oh, we need a bigger pot. So we've moved up. This is what I would call my potato pot, not my soup pot. And I'm hoping that this works, because my soup pot, it's holding all the tomatoes because that's next project, and I don't really want to empty that, scrub it out, and reuse it, and you know, all those things. So we are going to start with 4 cups of vinegar. That's a lie. I just looked at the recipe. It is 3 cups of vinegar, and believe it or not, 5 cups of sugar. That's so much sugar. Bread and butter pickles. No wonder there's carbs in them. All right, 1. You can't see. 2. 3. Okay. My phone's leaning up against the sugar, so I have to move you. I don't really like this angle. You can see if I look like this, it's not that, no. There's nothing positive about this. Funny story. All of my neat pantry things are at I'm a Survivor. I organized that pantry this spring and made it beautiful, and now I have a tiny little baby pantry over here compared to it. So I had to buy new sugar because mine's in a really pretty container in Megan's pantry right now. Oh well. 2. Don't lose count. I'm actually doing this on video in case I lose count, because this is bad news, because I put it in the vinegar already. 3. Yes, I touched my face. It's my face, my pickles. You know. 4. Or I'm only touching the bag. I'm not actually touching the food with this one that I touched my face with, so nobody freak out. And 5. Okay. Next up, spices. So funny story, Lester hates these 2 drawers. Why? I can't find anything. Well, I know where it's all at, mostly. Measuring cups. I honestly don't know if I own measuring spoons over here. Guess we're gonna find out. Oh my gosh, I just found my most favorite knife. Ignore that. And the fact that my measuring spoons are Christmas as a gift from my mother and still wrapped up. Yeah, putting those to use today. Okay, first up is a tablespoon of mustard seed. Now, I have eaten many of my grandma's pickles and have seen these things floating in there. Never asked what they were, but they are critically important to the taste. I know that. Oh boy. One-handed with the camera and with these types of measuring spoons, probably not the brightest idea I have. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. Next up is 2 teaspoons of celery seed. I had to special order celery seed because I've had celery salt, but not celery seed. I have to be real with you. Celery seed smells fantastic. Next up is 2 teaspoons of turmeric. Also have never used turmeric. Can we just talk about the color? Turmeric is like a really popular color right now. Like, I have a dress that color. It's beautiful. All right, oh boy. It's a little sticky from all that sugar. I don't think I can stir this without both hands and holding the pot. Maybe I can do this. Okay, we're getting better. We're getting better here. All right. It says heat, but do not boil. Let's get this cooking. Watch my turmeric that I spilled right there. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, cucumber soup, just what everybody was here for today. Just kidding. We need to get these hot, not boiling though. So the stirring is important as ever. And I read that the reason that you put ice on them, which is really neat because there still is ice and yeah, a few onions, was to keep the cucumbers actually crunchy still. So no wilt, no weepiness. And a quick, basically like flash bath is the way that I would call this, because you don't want to like break them down, and then we'll be ready to can. So exciting. First pickles ever. I should make note, I have a plethora of help today. Here, they have no interest in pickles whatsoever, but they are like, are we ever gonna go outside again? Because it's time, even though I will let them outside. But they don't want to go by themselves. They want me to come. They're like, come on, Mom, it's almost time to do chores. It is almost time, but not quite time. We're getting close. What I'm trying to do is gauge what these look like in my grandma's pickle jars. And then that's how I know that they'll be ready. The other key is I want this to be as hot as possible without boiling to go in here, because it will heat up the jar and make the ring seal. Super important.
We're like so close, so close. And I only know because of the color. Isn't that crazy that my whole life that I've never made pickles, yet I'm sitting here and I'm looking for the exact hue of the pickle color to match what I've known my whole life? Grandma's pickle color, not store-bought pickle.
Okay. This is what I was told to do. Stack the pickles and onions in the jar. With a damp paper towel, getting any debris off or stickiness, putting that on there. So Grandma's recipe says, screw the lids on tight and wait for the ping. Do you know how hard it is to wait for the ping and to think that maybe I didn't do it right? It's like the most impatient part of this whole entire project. It wasn't waiting overnight for the cucumbers or whatnot to like do their thing. It's this. It's the ping. When will it happen? Oh boy. Now, still waiting for the ping, but it doesn't matter because they're pretty and they look just like Grandma's. And my mom told me that if they don't ping, it just means that I'm eating pickles every day for the next week and to put them all in the fridge. She said they're gonna ping though. So, ta-da! Grandma Ritz's bread and butter pickles, friends. Oh, I can't wait for them to be done. Apparently there's a cooling process that I must wait for, but that's okay. Millie says we have plenty of time. Thanks for joining me on my pickle adventure. Now, oh boy, look at this. Now we have to move on to Lester's type of pickles because we got a lot of pickles. Yeah, it's getting pickly. Prickly pickles right here. Oh, and my pickle splinter still in here. I soaked it last night and everything. It's like the tiniest, finest, not coming out, and now I have a stained hand. I'm disgusting. Yeah, you probably stopped watching by now anyway. Okay, thanks for coming along, y'all.